Hello dear students, today we will discuss about P block elements. In this block, we will discuss about 13 group and 14 group elements. Rest of groups we will discuss in 12th class. But here we will only discuss about the 13 and 14 group elements, means ki boron family and carbon family elements. As you already know that p block elements are those types of elements in which last electrons enter into p orbital. If last electron enter into p orbital, then that element present in a p block. And we also already know that most of this block elements are non-metal. Most of these block elements are non-metal. Few are metalloids and very few elements are metals. So in this block, most of elements are non-metal, few are metalloids, and very few elements are metals. General electronic configuration of p block elements is NS2 NP126. General electronic configuration of p block elements is NS2 NP126. This one is the general electronic configuration. Now, as we already know, p block elements have a comparatively smaller atomic radii with comparison to other block elements, high value of electronegativity, high value of ionization potential, and more negative value of electron gain enthalpy. Due to smaller atomic radii, these block elements have a high electronegativity, high ionization potential, and more negative value of electron gain enthalpy. Due to high electronegativity of 17 group elements, these elements easily show ionic bond with s block elements and form their corresponding salts. So this one is the general trend of p block elements. Now we will start 13 group elements. We will start 13 group elements. 13 group elements. 13 group elements. As we already know that 13 group contain boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, and thallium. In 13 group, boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, and thallium are present. These elements are present in 13 group. Boron is a metalloid. Boron is a metalloid. Aluminum, gallium, indium, and thallium are metals. We already know aluminum, gallium, indium, and thallium are metals. Metallic character increases on moving from top to bottom. Boron is metalloid, but it has a high non-metallic character. It has a metallic as well as non-metallic both character, but it has a high non-metallic character. Boron have a high non-metallic character, but it is considered as a metalloid. All are present in solid state. All 13 group elements are present in solid state. General electronic configuration of 13 group elements is NH2NP1. General electronic configuration of 13 group elements is NH2NP1. Group valency of these elements is 3. These elements are capable to show trivalency. These elements are capable to show trivalency. These elements can show +1 and +3 oxidation state both. Boron and aluminium can show +3 oxidation state, but from gallium to indium, due to poor shielding effect, these can show +1 and +3 oxidation state both. Boron and aluminium can show +3 oxidation state, but gallium to thallium, these can show +3, +1 and +3 oxidation state both. So this one is the oxidation state of 13 group elements. Now we will discuss about atomic size. Atomic size. As we already know that from moving from top to bottom in any group with increase in number of cell, atomic size also increases. But here from boron to aluminium, atomic size is increases. But gallium have a smaller atomic radii than aluminium due to poor shielding effect. Here abnormality is found, and gallium have a smaller atomic radii than aluminium due to poor shielding effect. So, and thallium have a smaller atomic radii than indium. Here also poor shielding effect is observed. That's why atomic size is decreases. So, due to this abnormality, generally on moving from top to bottom, electronegativity is decreases. Here boron to aluminium electronegativity is decreases. Ionization potential is also decreases. But abnormality is found in gallium and thallium due to smaller atomic radii, due to poor shielding effect. So this one is this property or this abnormality arise due to presence of poor shielding effect. So this one is periodic trends of these elements like electronegativity, ionization potential, atomic size, etc. Now we will also discuss about the abnormal behavior of boron. We will also discuss about the abnormal behavior of boron. Here boron have some abnormal behavior with respect to other elements of corresponding group. All elements have a metallic character, but boron have a non-metallic character. Boron have a extremely small size. Boron have a extremely small size, and due to extremely small size, it has a high value of electronegativity, high value of ionization potential, etc. It has a non-availability of d orbitals. Other elements have a presence of d orbital, but boron have a non-availability of d orbital. This one is also important abnormal behavior. Boron have a non-availability of d orbital. Boron hydride BH3, boron hydride BH3 work as a here all have a capacity to form hydrides. All have a capacity to form hydride like BH3, ALH3, GH3, INH3, TLH3, etc. But boron hydride have a least reducing agent like character, whereas other hydrides have a strong reducing agent like character. So these are abnormal behavior of boron. This behavior of boron is quietly different from properties of other 13 group elements. Now we will discuss about the reactivity of 13 group elements. We will discuss about reactivity. We will discuss about the reactivity of 13 group elements. Reactivity of 13 group elements. In reactivity, first we will discuss about reaction with oxygen. First we will discuss about reaction with, first is the reaction with oxygen. Reaction with oxygen. Reaction with oxygen. All 13 group elements have capacity to react with oxygen and form their corresponding oxides. All 13 group elements have capacity to react with oxygen and form their corresponding oxides. Like boron can form B2O3, aluminium form Al2O3, gallium form Ga2O3, indium form In2O3, and thallium form Tl2O3. So all 13 group elements have capacity to react with oxygen and form their corresponding oxides. Boron oxide and aluminium oxides are amphoteric in nature. These are amphoteric in nature, means that these can react with acid as well as base. So these are amphoteric in nature. Amphoteric in nature. This one is amphoteric in nature. Whereas gallium, indium and thallium are basic in nature. Gallium, indium, thallium are basic in nature. Basic in nature. So boron oxide is amphoteric in nature. Gallium, indium and thallium are basic in nature. So this one is reactivity with oxygen. These elements can also react with acids as well as bases also. Like boron react with HCl to form BCl3 plus H2, hydrogen gas is released. So dear students, write down these things in your copy also. Okay. Reaction with acids and bases. 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 These elements react with acids as well as base to form corresponding salts. Like boron react with HCl to form BCl3 with releasing hydrogen gas. With releasing hydrogen gas. Aluminium react with HCl to form AlCl3 with releasing hydrogen gas. Aluminium also react with H2SO4 to form aluminium sulfate sulfatic salt. Aluminium react with Al plus H2SO4. This gives Al2SO4 का whole thrice with releasing hydrogen gas. Aluminium react with H2SO4 to form Al2SO4 का whole thrice with releasing hydrogen gas. Similarly, aluminium also react with NaOH. Aluminium react with NaOH. Here, aluminium react with NaOH in presence of water. Aluminium react with NaOH in presence of water to form sodium meta-aluminate, that is NaAlO2 plus H2. Sodium meta-aluminate. Sodium meta-aluminate. Aluminium react with NaOH in presence of water to form sodium meta-aluminate, that is NaAlO2 with releasing hydrogen gas. So this one is reaction with acids and bases. Now, dear students, 13 group elements react with halogen to form EX3 type of halides. These react with halogen to form EX3 type of halides, like boron react with chlorine to form BCl3, react with bromine to form BBr3, etc. So these elements react with halogens to form EX3 type of halides. Reaction with halogens. Reaction with halogens. Reaction with halogens. These elements react with halogens to form EX3 type of halides. Like boron react with chlorine to form BeCl3, boron trichloride. Aluminium react with Br2 to form AlBr3, aluminum bromide. So all 13 group elements react with halogens to form EX3 type of halides. All 13 group elements react with halogen to form EX3 type of halides. So this one is reaction with halogens. Now dear students, we will discuss about the compounds of boron. Compounds of boron. We will discuss about the compounds of boron. Dear students, here we will discuss about the compounds of boron. Compounds of boron. Compounds of boron. There are three important compounds of boron is found. One is borax, that is also known as a tinkle or suhaga. Second one is the orthoboric acid, and third one is the diboron. So there are three important compounds of boron is found. One is the borax Na2B4O7.10H2. Borax Na2B4O7.10H2. This one is borax. Borax, it is also known as a tinkle or suhaga. It is also known as a tinkle or suhaga. Second is the orthoboric acid. Second is the orthoboric acid, that is H3BO3. It is a orthoboric acid. It is orthoboric acid H3BO3. H3BO3, it is orthoboric acid. And third is the diboron B2H6. It is a diboron. So these are three compounds. We will discuss about these compounds in very short. Like first, we will discuss about the borax. First is the borax. First, we will discuss about the borax. First is the borax. It is white crystalline substance. It is white crystalline substance, and when this compound dissolve in water, then it form H3BO3 orthoboric acid. If this compound is dissolved in water, Na2B4O7 dissolved in water, means if this compound react with water, then it form orthoboric acid, that is H3BO3 orthoboric acid with releasing sodium hydroxide. This compound is orthoboric acid. So when anhydrous borax react with H2O, then it form H3BO3. H3BO3 orthoboric acid with releasing sodium hydroxide. Now one very important thing about the borax is heating effect. Heating effect. When borax is heated, means Na2B4O7.10H2O is heated. So then it forms anhydrous borax, that is Na2B4O7. Anhydrous borax Na2B4O7. And anhydrous borax again heated to form sodium metaborate NaBO2 plus B2O3, which present as a glassy mass. Again, when anhydrous borax is heated, then it form NaBO2, sodium metaborate plus B2O3. Sodium NaBO2 is sodium metaborate. So this mixture is present in a glassy mass. Glassy mass. Means mixture of sodium metaborate and B2O3 is known as a glassy mass, which used in preparation of glass. So dear students, you should keep it in mind. Now second compound, that is orthoboric acid. Orthoboric acid is H3BO3. It is also present in white crystalline form, and it can prepare with borax easily. Means borax, anhydrous borax react with water to form H3BO3 with releasing sodium hydroxide. So this compound can easily prepared with anhydrous borax H3BO3. Next compound is diboron. That is very important compound, diboron. That is very important compound, diboron. Next is the diboron. Next compound is diboron. Next compound is diboron. Diboron, that is B2H6. Actually, it is a dimer of boron trihydride. It is a dimer of BH3. It is a dimer of BH3. B2H6. It is a dimer of BH3. When two molecules of BH3 replicate itself, then it forms B2H6. That is a diboron. In formation of diboron, three-centered two electron bond is formed. That is also known as a banana bond. In the structure of diboron, banana bond is formed. That is like this. In formation of diboron BH3, in formation of diboron B2H6, 2 units of BH3 is taken in this manner, H, H, and one H is here. Another molecule also contain 3 hydrogen atom like this. Now what happened in each BH3 molecule? Boron have a sp2 type of hybridization. Boron have a sp2 type of hybridization. sp2 type of hybridization. And it have a 3 hybrid orbital. It have a 3 hybrid orbital. 3 hybrid orbital. And each hybrid orbital have a single electron. And with each hybrid orbital, hydrogen atom overlap, and in this way these hybrid orbital get paired. But one unhybridized p orbital of boron is empty. Each boron have a one unhybridized p orbital. That unhybridized p orbital overlap with hybrid orbital of another boron. Means unhybridized p orbital of this boron overlap with hybrid orbital of this boron, and unhybridized p orbital of this boron is overlap with hybrid orbital of another boron. And in this way, this bond is known as a 3-center 2 electron bond. Here 2 electrons are present, but 3 atoms are overlap. 3 atoms are joining in this bond. That's why it is known as a 3-centered 2 electron bond. It is known as a 3-centered 2 electron bond, or it is also known as a banana bond. It is 3-centered 2 electron bond, or it is known as a banana bond also. Banana bond also. So in this way, diboron is formed. Diboron B2H6 is a dimer of BH3. Now, so write down this structure, dear students. Write down this structure. Now we will discuss about the preparation. How can we preparation diboron? We will discuss how can we prepare diboron. We will discuss preparation. We will discuss about preparation. The preparation, first preparation is if sodium borohydride is taken, NaBH4. Sodium borohydride. This one is sodium borohydride. Sodium borohydride react with iodine to form B2H6 plus sodium hydride NaI plus hydrogen gas B2H6 plus NaI with releasing hydrogen gas. Similarly, BF3 react with LiH, so it form B2H6 plus LiF, diboron plus LiF. BF3 react with LiH, so it form B2H6 plus LiF. Boron also directly react with hydrogen to form B2H6. So this one is about the preparation. Now about some important properties of diboron. Please write down. Properties. Diboron react with ammonia to form borazole B3N3H6 with releasing hydrogen gas. This compound is borazole. Diboron react with ammonia to form B3N3H6 with releasing hydrogen gas. It is very important. It is a borazole known as a inorganic benzene. Inorganic benzene. It is an inorganic benzene. Similarly, B2H6 react with oxygen to form boron oxide with releasing hydrogen gas. It is also very important. Diboron react with oxygen to form B2O3 with releasing hydrogen gas. So dear students, you should keep in mind that diboron react with ammonia to form borazole, inorganic benzene, and diboron react with oxygen to form B2O3, boron trioxide with releasing hydrogen gas. So this one is about the important compounds of boron. Now we will discuss about 14 group elements, carbon family in next video. Thank you dear students. Thank you.